Hey guys, it's Peach over here at Crooked Peach. I am going to be cooking up a bottom round roast, and I thought I would show you me trimming it up before I start cooking it. This one is it's from the farm, and it's 3.2 pounds. And it's medium-ish size roast. Okay. All right. Now you see, this needs to be trimmed up. This is a bit of a mess. So I have my very freshly honed knife, and what I'm going to do is trim pretty much all of this off. It's more than I need to have in there, and all of the scraps will go to the chickens. All right. See, I used to think that when I bought a cut of meat, it was ready to cook. That is, in fact, not the case. Not the case a lot. So, for me, actually, I started reading stuff about butchery, but the biggest help for me was that I spent a little bit of time working at a place where there was a butcher. And there were some things that he taught me. Not everything, so anything that I'm doing wrong, I don't want blamed on him. He could have taught me everything, and I would still find my own shortcut way at times. So you see, under this little layer of this fat is almost like silver skin. I don't care for that to be on there because it makes it very tough to eat. And removing it after I cook it is very difficult. Nobody wants to eat silver skin. So yes, it's a little bit tedious to do this, but it makes for a much more pleasant eating experience for you and anyone else who's going to be eating it. You see, nobody wants to chew on that. That gets so tough when you cook it, no matter how slow. Well, no, you can. My bad. That was incorrect. You can do it slow enough where even that will break down. But I'm hungry, and I want to eat tonight, not in a couple of days. All right. I know it sounds kind of gross, but you know what? It is a sound to me now that means I'm going to get beautiful, healthy, tasty food. All right. So now right here, see, it's kind of a deep vein, but it's also very white fat. So this stuff right here, I want in here. But the stuff that has any pink on it, I don't need that in there. It's not going to even render out. But this white fat, it will. It is beautiful. This cow lived less than 5 miles from here. Man, that is not something I ever thought I would be able to say in my whole life. Alrighty. Like I said, it is a little bit aggravating, but it is worth it. I got my iron skillet over there, and it's popping at me. It's like, hey, Mom, feed me. I'm going to stick this roast in that in just as soon as I finish with this. And I'm going to get a good hard sear on both sides before it goes into... I'm going to cook this one in the Instant Pot. And so it'll be much like a pot roast would be. And that is what it's going to be. All right. Again, I'm leaving that beautiful white fat, but the pink around it, I don't want. The chickens will enjoy it. And you know, you can wear gloves if this kind of thing freaks you out. And I do have gloves, and I use them to process lots of things, but I don't typically do it with any beef. I like being able to feel every little bit. Because, you know, sometimes the meat processors might have missed something. We don't really have butchers that cut our meat anymore. They are cut by people called butchers, but it's done on a lot of very big machinery. So the cuts are not perfect. All right, now, and if I didn't have, if I didn't have chickens, just so you know, it's not a big old chunk of meat. If I didn't have chickens, I personally, because I live out in the country, I can do this. I would take this meat, the meat scraps rather, and bury it somewhere in the garden. Or garden adjacent, rather, not actually in the garden. All right. Trying to shave this. Very important to have a sharp knife. Makes this whole entire process much simpler. And you don't end up tearing your meat up. I've done it, believe me. Lots and lots of times. I'm like, what is the problem? Well, the problem is the tools I was working with were not ready for the job I had put in front of it. All right. Just about done here. It's not going to be perfect. What is? But it's going to be stinking close. That's beautiful. Look at that beautiful thing right there. You get this bit right here, and we're going to pop it in the pan, and I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Just a real quick, it's not hard to do. Really and truly. Look at this beautiful thing. Beautiful. And it is going to get salted and go, oh no, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this side down. And then I'll salt it. Oh yeah. There we go. All right, guys. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll talk again. Bye.